Why are Swiss-made watches so damn expensive? Well, for that to be understood, we first have to understand what Swiss-made actually means anyway. Now, we went over that in another episode, but as a quick refresher, to be legally Swiss-made in 2025, a watch has to have 60% or more of its total cost coming from Switzerland. Now, that doesn't mean 60% or more of the watch's components are actually Swiss-made, so with that being said, where are those components from?
China!
I didn't say it. But seriously, that doesn't really answer the question. Why are Swiss-made watches so expensive? Well, I'll tell you right now, it has less to do with how Swiss-made watches are actually made and more to do with how Swiss-made watches actually matter. It's a riddle, but stick around, I'll walk you through it. It is 1:14 p.m. Let's get down to business. A wristwatch isn't just gears and metal and lubricant. Ooh, that's an interesting word. You stay the f away from me. But it's true, watches aren't just the materials used to produce them. Watches are more of a story. And the Swiss watch industry figured out that stories sell better than specs. I'll give you an example. If you saw someone selling you used bath water, you'd probably throw up in your mouth and walk away. But if that same person was selling you used bath water that was sourced from the droplets trickled down every inch of Sydney Sweeney's perfect body, you'd probably tear your wallet out of your pants so fast that the hole left behind would make the Grand Canyon look like a pinhole. What I'm trying to say is when you see a Swiss watchmaker say, "We were founded in a small Swiss village on the outskirts of town in 1848. You're already understanding that you're not looking at a date in time, you're looking at a luxury markup. So while the story itself may kind of be irrelevant, they're using that story to anchor some legacy to a proof of mastery. But the fact of the matter is, that legacy doesn't add any actual functionality to the watch, it just adds about 5 figures to the price tag. So it's like Swiss-made brands have found a way to make time itself literally collectible. To further complicate things, luxury isn't really about what exists, it's about what doesn't. For instance, you can't walk into any Rolex boutique and just point at a stainless steel Daytona and say, yes, I will purchase that right now for MSRP. It won't happen. You have to earn the right to give them your money. That controlled supply doesn't reduce revenue for the Swiss watchmakers, it multiplies demand in a very big way. Scarcity is literally their business model. And Rolex is just one example of many. All the big Swiss-made brands do this. They're expensive because the harder it is for you to get, the more you'll pay to feel chosen. Another thing to consider, Swiss-made pricing isn't cost plus, it's emotion plus. They know that people equate price with prestige, and these Swiss-made brands use extreme numbers as proof of worth. The Swiss sell you superiority, and superiority isn't cheap. The Swiss brands also make buying a watch a ceremony. That's why it's not just a transaction, it's also the glass of champagne. It's the little velvet table with the silk gloves. And you might think that's really good customer service, but in actuality, it's really good customer conditioning. You didn't just buy a watch, you got initiated into a very exclusive club. And once you're in, you'll never question the price again. And you'll even defend these crazy prices and these scarcity tactics. Swiss-made watches are expensive because they don't just sell you a watch, they sell you a sense of belonging. But the ultimate reason Swiss-made watches are so damn expensive, it's because psychology works. They know that when you strap that watch on your wrist, it's not really about telling time. It's about telling the world who you are. You're not buying accuracy. If you wanted supreme accuracy, you'd buy a Japanese digital watch. The reality is, you're buying identity. And there's really nothing more expensive than that. So yeah, we may have already explained in another video what Swiss-made means, but this is why Swiss-made watches are so damn expensive. They're not really charging you for craftsmanship, though they tell you they are. They're charging you for belief. And as long as you keep believing, they'll keep banking. There you have it, guys. Another one in the books. If you have any questions, leave it down below. I love to hear from you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, and stay in the fight. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.